Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Caitlin. I don't have much as far as like notes or anything today. It's just kind of a quick get on here, show you a couple things that I'm working on, just to get something up before I go on vacation here in a couple of weeks. So last time we talked, I think I finished a couple of projects and started a new shawl. I did not really get much finished in the last couple of weeks, but I do have a couple that are pretty close, or just like a slow work on that you guys might see here and there between the next few episodes. So today is May 30th, and right now it is 12:30 where I'm at in Montana. So yeah, we will kind of get started. So this is the shawl that I had showed you guys last time. I did make a little bit of progress, not a ton. It is a YouTube tutorial, so I will make sure I post that with it. And these are fixed Chowgu needles that I am using. It is a US 2.5 or 3 millimeter needle that I'm using. And this is yarn from my Yarn Bliss box, which I think I just saw that she's going to have a couple of openings in her boxes. I think this color is How Does Your Garden Grow? I don't have the tags right now, or I would. Okay, so I think this is one of them. I think this one's For the Love of Nature. And then, wait, I don't know. So one of them is How Does Your Garden Grow? And then once I get this a little bigger, I'm adding in this green, which might be the For the Love of Nature one. So one of them is For the Love of Nature. One of them is How Does Your Garden Grow? I think she has extras of these in her shop if you're interested in getting any. So I'm probably going to work on that a little bit this weekend. So yeah. I also, which this one is almost done, started a Tunisian crochet project, which this is a paid for Etsy pattern. Delighting Ale, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Infinity Scarf by Sue Pierce. It was on Etsy, so I'll make sure I find that and I post it for you guys. So I have quite a bit of it done, and I'm trying to make it, I'm like excited to have it done, but I'm still trying to make it long enough so that it can wrap a couple of times. I do love how the yarn pooled, and I do not have the tag for this guy either, but I do think it was in one of my last episodes. I'll try to go back and see if I can post the picture of the tag for you guys. So this was yarn I shared in a previous video. I bought it while I was in Billings visiting my sister. It's Aurora Fibers. They are out of Billings, Montana. So I don't have much left of this skein. So I'm gonna, I think before I call this done, I'm going to try and get through as much of this yarn as possible. And those hooks, again, I went on an Amazon shopping spree and I bought some more Tunisian crochet hooks. These ones are interchangeable also, and they are actually metal. I don't know the brand of these, so I will make sure I link them from Amazon when we're done. So it goes from a 3 millimeter all the way up to a 10 millimeter, and I'm using the 5 millimeter for that infinity scarf. So these, it has this little piece that the hooks are in, and it comes in this nice little leather bag. And then it has the extension cords and the little stoppers and key and all the fun stuff. So I do have a couple other Tunisian projects I might end up starting, but I have to try and get through some of the stuff I have going on right now. I also, I think in my last video I shared that I had ordered some Row 1 minis, which is a monthly club. I guess we'll see. I'd like to try and keep it. So we'll try. So I bought a new car, so some of my yarn subscriptions might go on pause just so I can do a few car payments and readjust my finances before I get back into monthly yarn buying. So I started a granny rectangle blanket with these Row 1 minis, which I added some other yarns already in it. So the Row 1 minis are fingering weight, but I decided to hold them double, so I pulled from the middle and from the outside at the same time just to work through them a little bit faster and make it a little bit thicker. So we have that going. So each color was 10 grams, and so I might, as I add to it, continue with the fingering held double. So this is kind of what it, you hold two strands together. Since I have so much fingering weight yarn, I might try and put as many just held double into this as I can. And kind of go from there. It'll be kind of a fun project to slowly add to. So this is just folded in half, but that's so far all the colors I've added into it. So one of the yarn clubs I get is Freckled Whimsy, which I've showed on here a couple times. She does have like the sock set, so you get the little minis that once they're caked up, they kind of, little 20-gram minis. Sorry, the dog is over here playing with a ball, and it's getting into all of my stuff. So they're just, and since I'm not planning on doing like socks, and having the contrast heel, toes, and cuffs thing, I might take a lot of these little minis and just add them into this blanket just to add to it and get rid of the little bits of yarn that I probably wouldn't have enough of for like a regular project. So we will see how that goes. So yeah, otherwise I don't have anything super fun to share. Yeah, so I did pause some of my yarn subscriptions. I do have my Freckled Whimsy one, but I already caked those up, and I don't know, I just got it Tuesday, so I don't know if it's too early to share them or not, but they are very pretty, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. So I think for these next few months, while I'm kind of resituating my finances for my car payment to be added into, I might try and use up as much of my yarn as I can, and then that way I don't have a huge stash, and when I get my clubs I can use them without stressing out that I have all of these ideas to work on with, and you know how it goes. I I am also trying to rearrange my craft room. So in our house, there's 3 bedrooms, me and my partner's room, my kiddo's room, and then our guest room. Since we don't have guests very often, that's kind of my craft room area. I mean, it has a bed still for when we have guests, obviously, but we have a huge desk in there from when we moved here that I want to get rid of, just get it out of here, and then I can put in a few more shelves to organize. And I have an old sewing machine, which I have not showed sewing on here, but it was one of my partner's grandparents or great-grandparents' sewing machine, and I got it all fixed up from somebody I work with who's into that stuff. So I want to try and get the desk out, set that up, maybe try and do a little bit of sewing, just because I haven't done it for a while, and now that I might have the space to do it, it would make it a little bit easier. So hopefully that can be done soon. And I will let you guys go, and I will hopefully, might be about 3 weeks before my next episode, but that is okay, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.